It's time for the mic drop. I and each show by going deep on one topic affecting our community and hopes we can all learn a little more. Well, it was almost exactly 1 week ago today that our beloved Washington Commanders released a statement confirming that team owners Dan and Tanya Snyder have hired Bank of America to consider potentially selling the team. And, oh boy, there was much rejoicing. Long-suffering fans of this organization are more than ready to move on from the Snyders and everything that came with them. So last week's announcement had the whole DMV standing tall. And then what happened? Text threads all across the area lit up last night after the Commanders released a tacky "what about you" statement in response to D.C. Attorney General Karl Racine's announcement about today's press conference, where he had this to say.
Today, we're filing a consumer protection lawsuit, a civil lawsuit, against Dan Snyder, the Washington Commanders, the National Football League, and the NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell for colluding to deceive residents of the District of Columbia about their investigation into a toxic workplace culture that impacted employees, especially women.
You hear how slowly and carefully he said all that? That's how you know he isn't playing. He's for real. He very methodically laid out his case, and judging by the team's response, talking about how they agree with him on the public knowing the truth and welcome the opportunity to defend the organization, and that the lawsuit repeats a lot of innuendo, half-truths and lies, and that they welcome this opportunity to establish once and for all what is fact and what is fiction. You know what? Let's be real. The organization is shook. We knew that the second they mentioned Brian Robinson, and shout out to his agent for clapping back, by the way. I can't say I blame the organization, but if we're keeping it 100, today's lawsuit is the loudest I've cheered this season for any football-related activity. I don't know about you, but I've been looking for some kind of accountability out of Dan Snyder and this organization for the longest time. And now it looks like all the people that have been allegedly unjustly treated by them, and that is a very, very long list, might finally see some accountability, because it's going to play out in public.
We will issue subpoenas. We will seek testimony under oath, deposition. I promise you, let me just give you a hunch. The deposition's not likely to occur on a yacht.
Get him, Carl. Get him, Carl. That's what I'm talking about. I told you that man ain't playing, and he's got jokes too, man. He should have just took the mic and just spiked it like a football in the end zone. By the way, the NFL has released a statement saying that they reject the legally unsound and factually baseless allegations made today by the D.C. Attorney General against the NFL and Commissioner Goodell, and will vigorously defend against those claims. And they're going to get their chance. So good, we'll be seeing you guys too. It's going to be a long process, but I'm sure it's necessary and needed, so we welcome it. If nothing else, just to annoy the NFL, because that'll just help them nudge old Dan out the door. The only person I kind of feel bad for at Commanders HQ has got to be team president Jason Wright, because, man, he got here after everything went down, and he's had to clean up a gang of messes. Now, this actually might be a good lesson, for all you younger viewers out there. When you're searching for a new job, you might want to check out the company's resume before you give them your resume, because if you don't, you might end up shoveling somebody else's manure.